everybody. We wanted to start off this week's episode talking about a new electronics brand that Morgan and I are obsessed with, and they're called Sudio.
Sudio makes headphones and earbuds that not only have outstanding sound quality, but they also design headphones as an accessory that you'll be excited to wear around.
So true. Morgan and I both got the Black Regent design, which are Sudio's premium on-ear model, and they're so cute.
So cute.
So cute. The combination of high-polished metal and matte surfaces embodies the vision of Scandinavian design. They also come with custom-designed interchangeable caps, so you can change them up whenever you feel like it.
Change it up for your mood. Regent are the perfect companion for anyone on the go. They will connect to any device that has Bluetooth, or you can use an aux cord that they also provide. And they also give you 24 plus hours of battery life.
That's a lot of life.
That's life.
Now, don't get us wrong. These headphones are handy, super chic, and contemporary, but they also deliver some of the best sound quality I've ever heard. They provide impeccable clarity in the instrumental tones, well-balanced sound, and definition.
Sudio also has a multitude of earbuds, from hard pairs to those nice soft ones that are great for people like me with little tiny ear holes and they get sore.
I get it. You can get a pair of your own Sudio headphones today, and if you use our offer code TheSistersGrim, you can get 15% off your entire order.
That's right. Use promo code TheSistersGrim. That's TheSistersGrimm. That's right, 2 M's, to get 15% off your very own pair of Sudio headphones or earbuds. Trust us, you won't be disappointed.
The Sisters Grimm podcast is intended for mature audiences only. Please listen at your own discretion. Tiptoe through the window.
The blackest eyes, the devil's eyes.
If it doesn't fit, you must acquit.
The most notorious serial killer in the nation, the Night Stalker.
The Boston Strangler.
The Son of Sam. The infamous Zodiac Killer.
What's your favorite scary movie?
Hi, I'm Chucky. Wanna play?
Get away from her, you bitch!
Welcome to the Sisters Grimm podcast.
How'd you do this? Show you.
Welcome, everybody, to the Sisters Grimm podcast. Yeah.
Ooh, ooh, ooh. My name is Holly.
And my name's Morgan.
And this is the Sisters Grimm podcast.
Yes, it is.
The one and only podcast where you can
win a car.
Ooh. Disclaimer, you will not win a car. So this episode is about zombies.
We're going to talk about zombie stuff.
Some creepy zombie stuff. So we're not going to be talking about zombie movies.
We can a little.
We can mention them.
We just watched Zombieland the other day.
We did, to your...
Love me some Jesse Eisenberg.
I had to talk you into it.
Well, I've been in a really big RuPaul's Drag Race hole that I can't climb out of, and so anything other than RuPaul's Drag Race, I just don't want to watch right now.
I get it. I get like that with the Golden Girls.
Oh yeah, we could watch that. Or do you want to watch the 7th season of RuPaul's Drag Race?
I totally understand. So this is more going to be, after this episode, there's going to be a 25% more chance that you'll be more prepared for a zombie apocalypse than before.
We are here to talk you out of...
We're here to kind of help you. You are here to learn about preparing for a zombie attack by 2 girls who would be killed within the first 24 hours.
I wouldn't. You would just trip and hurt yourself naturally and die.
I don't know. I went and saw a psychic for the first time.
You'd be one of those people who, like in Zombieland, the girl who just forgot to wear her seatbelt.
Shut up. No, we already discussed that in the cabin movie, that I would die being hit by a fucking truck or bus. So, talking about real zombies. Like we said, movie episodes will be a later episode, perhaps. So I got a lot of my information.
People are probably so mad that we're not talking about The Walking Dead.
Well, I will start walking. Start walking the dead for those episodes for you guys, because I'm sure there's people out there that feel very strongly about it, which is totally cool. I've seen the first
episode and I thought it was cool.
It's shot gorgeously. And there is a part where I will mention that they got some things super fucking right. So, okay.
My bad.
Morgan got a booty call at
didn't.
11:15. Wow, it's late. So, like I said, I got a lot of information from a wonderful book called The Zombie Survival Bible.
Holly's having a really hard time talking today, you guys.
I don't know what is happening to my mouth. The Zombie Survival Guide, Complete Protection from the Living Dead by Max Brooks and Morgan. I would like to close your eyes.
Okay.
And put out your hands.
Okay. Hang on, I'm holding something.
Okay.
Let me
Set it
sit.
to the side.
It's
but
hard. Can I open my eyes while I'm setting it down? Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Is this my book now?
Yeah, no, I have two.
Oh, thanks, dude.
I got you your own.
Cheers.
Cheers to zombie survival. Now you have your own because at the very end...
Oh, did you write inside of it to me?
Yeah, you want to read the inscription?
To my loving sister Morgan, someone who I hope never gets bitten by a zombie, but know if you do, I will avenge you and kill the fuck out of that goddamn zombie who bit you. P.S. Remember to stock up on Diet Coke. Love, Holly. That's such an
I
iconic
really
thing
mean
for you to
it.
say.
I really mean
Thank
it.
you, sister.
And it's really good
I
to
probably should have read the book before this podcast, but you guys, it's been a really crazy week.
And I've been, every time I read it, that's why this episode is going to mostly be about this book, because I'm a crazy person now who 100% believes that this is
Gonna happen.
I think that this is... I think this is nonfiction.
So it was Maria, shout out to Maria. It was her birthday this weekend. And basically, week. It was the week of Maria.
It was the weekend of Maria.
So we were busy with a lot of things, but at every get together, Holly brought up this book about 9 times, if not more.
Well, when
Would you say that's
it is when it's all you're reading, those are the only things you know. I'd be like, so hey, what weapon? No, at literally one point I was like, what would your weapon be? I'm like, quick, what's your weapon of choice? And no one answered. Like it was a
bow
weird
and
thing to
arrow
say.
and a machine gun.
Oh yeah, and then I explained to them how wrong they were. So anywho,
Wait, was mine good?
Yours was good. Yours was good. Someone had one with a baseball bat with spikes, and I said
Stupid.
that would be stupid, and I will explain why later. So
Baseball bat with barbed wire wrapped around it.
Just a baseball bat'll do. Just anything that'll destroy the brain, man. So what is really cool at the end of this book, it shows an example, and it gives you an outbreak journal, because apparently I will have so many Lisa Frank notebooks and journals, will be fine.
Yeah.
But it's cool because you write the time, you write specifics, the action that you take. I think you talk it specifically about
Cool.
when you have sightings with, I almost said dinosaurs, with zombies. So yours is a little longer than mine because it contains the first chapter of, so this is Max Brooks. He is the author of World War Z. You have the 1 millionth printed book that was after World War Z came out.
Cool.
I, not to brag or anything, have the first edition.
Cool, man.
But I also spilled on it, so I'm fucked.
It's okay.
It's all good. It's all good. Do you like it as a gift?
I'm happy. Thank you, Holly. I really
now
appreciate
you're ready.
it.
You're ready, and now you can read it, and you'll read how crazy it is.
I'm excited.
So, it is in the humor section. I've always thought it was satire on zombies.
Right.
Because, around 2008, 2009, it's still going. Zombies they became very popular in pop culture. But this dude, Max Brooks, started writing the book back in 1998.
Okay.
And
zombies have come in waves.
Oh, of course.
Obviously. They had their time in the 70s when they were really big.
Mm-hmm, definitely. They've been...
We all remember Michael Jackson as a zombie.
Oh, my God. The making of that scared me so bad. I wasn't allowed to watch it. Dad was
What? I watched
you'll be
it.
scared. Dad had a weird...
They knew I could handle it.
I don't know. I watched Gremlins 2 with Dad and locked myself in his bedroom and told him I wouldn't come out until he promised me that he wasn't an alien. And then I took his word for it, and I'm okay. Because Dad wasn't an alien. So...
No, he's pretty cool.
So, he's
Shout out to
pretty
Dad.
cool. It's officially credited as a humor book in the Library of Congress. So, that's pretty fucking serious. there is a very small dog. His name is Charles.
Yeah,
he's probably slightly larger than a hamster.
Aww.
So, although many think that this book is like tongue-in-cheek, it's satire about zombies, Max is 100.
I always thought it was a satire book.
I did too. And then I actually read a New York Times article, which I'll talk about later, where they interview him. But he's 100% serious, yo. He doesn't consider his book to be comedy and thinks that it should be in the self-help section.
Oh, okay.
Or like the survival section.
That sucks that you don't have the choice of where your fucking book goes.
It really does. It does. And I think in the end he wanted it to be out there, which is cool. I want to meet you, Max, because I think you have very good ideas. And my life has changed because of your book.
Oh, yeah.
What was I going to say? He's just happy it's not in the horror section because he actually hates horror, so he would hate our podcast.
Oh, well, I was going to say it should be in the horror section, but whatever.
No, he's like, no, this is real. He 100% thinks that the world is going to come to an end because of an eventual... I'll get to the classification of it later.
Maybe he's into true crime and just not horror.
Maybe.
So
we can only
half
hope.
like our podcast.
We would like half of... He would like our... Or maybe he's into Brothers Grimm stories. We don't know.
Maybe he's really, really into Cinderella.
Maybe he loves Cinderella. So, I said his name was Max Brooks. His parents were Anne Blanchard, who won an Oscar for playing Annie Sullivan in The Miracle Worker.
Hell yeah.
I cannot say The Miracle Worker.
Miracle Worker.
This is the second time. And his dad was Mel Brooks. And you know who he is.
Yeah.
Comedy legend. He gave us Blazing Saddles,
Wow.
Young Frankenstein, Robin Hood Men in Tights, Spaceballs.
So that was his grandparents?
That is his dad.
Oh, his dad!
That's his mom and dad.
Holy crap.
Yeah. He's the dad of who came up with Pizza the Hut.
Wow.
I was so the Hut this weekend.
Oh, I wish I was Pizza Hut right now.
And also Max worked for SNL.
Cool.
But he quit because
Around what time?
In the 90s.
Oh, okay. So like
but right after he started writing the book right after he stopped working. So in like 97.
Cool.
He also did not get the callback, but it was mutual because he did not like the collaborative writing process. He liked writing by his lonely.
Well, it's better to be an author if that's the case.
Exactly, and he learned that, and it's like whatever.
But he obviously like gets comedy then.
Yeah, and he had one of his sketches, like something he wrote, went to. I need to watch it still, but it was a sketch for a show.
Oh, he only had one
pretty
sketch.
well. I mean, it's collaborative. So, like, something that an idea that
it was his idea.
Exactly. So he thinks this book was only made because his publisher was selling it as a book written by Mel Brooks' son, who had just won an Emmy for writing for SNL. But he has a lot of anxiety, and
He won an Emmy?
He wrote an Emmy. No, he wrote an SNL.
I said won an Emmy.
He won an Emmy, yes.
For that one sketch?
No, well, for that season.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So that's cool.
Yeah, good for him.
But he actually has a lot of really bad anxiety. Apparently his parents were always like, wouldn't let him go anywhere, wouldn't let him hang out at friends' houses, and were always very worried that he was like gonna die. So he became very, very anxious as a result of this. And his way to cope is to think about zombie attacks.
Okay.
Just like whatever gets you through the night.
Yeah.
His wife said in an article I read that she's just happy that he didn't turn to drinking or smoking. But honestly, I think weed might help Max a little bit.
Probably a little weed.
Bit. A little skosh.
Oh, bitch.
A little skosh. Don't be a little...
I mean, just everyone I think should, like, have a dab pen.
Yeah,
you know?
like, don't fucking go do heroin, but, like, maybe,
Whoa, definitely don't.
Let's get to the zombie part.
Please.
The virus. Let's get into it. It goes by many names.
So terrifying.
By many movies. And, I mean, thinking of it as a virus, like biological warfare, that's so fucking creepy because you literally can't really do anything about it.
Yeah.
Like I said, it goes by many names, but mostly... and like in Max's book, that is, it's Solanum. Several scientists also call it Solanum. So like Solanum, it's called the Solanum virus.
Okay.
I think in Resident Evil, it's called the T virus. It's different. It's just a virus that affects your brain. It was discovered by Jan Vanderhaven, and it travels through your blood, eventually to your brain, and mutating it.
Ooh.
There's no natural source of selenium that has ever been found in nature.
And so then, and you might have this later in your notes, who knows? So then because zombies are always like deteriorated and like bloody and shitty, is that just because they haven't been giving a fuck and not dying and like hurting themselves a lot? Or like why do they always look all fucked up and like...
So part of it is what you just said, because zombies have no feeling whatsoever. And so they could literally be like running into a tree and have a broken arm and just...
And they would just keep on trucking.
They would just keep on trucking.
Yeah.
And then also their body is... their body is decomposing.
Oh, okay.
But they suffice off of human flesh. And it's actually really gross because they can't poop, but if they eat enough, their body will just poop because it has nowhere else to go.
Yeah, what else are you going to do?
If you were wondering how zombies pooped, that is how. They can. All zombies poop. So let's see. Zombies are... as you know, defined by, I don't know, Webster's Dictionary.
Sure.
As reanimated corpses that feed on human flesh.
True.
The selenium virus was discovered... Oh, I already said that part.
So what's the difference between a vampire and a zombie?
We would have to do this vampire one next. Vampires are like, I don't know, bitten by a bat.
Call me lame, but I like... Maybe I shouldn't be saying this during our zombie episode.
But you like vampires better? I get it. I don't know what it is.
There's something sexier.
We'll have
about
to figure it out. That's because you just like are making like direct eye contact with Twilight right now.
Shut up.
So I was trying to look up like where maybe they came up with the name of selenium, and the only thing I could really find, and I don't know, they never mention in the book, but selenium is a genus of flower. And hemlock is a species of selenium.
Oh, hemlock.
Which is deathly.
Yeah.
And it affects your brain. And it causes you to deteriorate.
Wow.
Because it has solanine in it.
Okay.
So I'm like, okay. Maybe that has something to do with it. So, okay. So this is what happens when you become infected. Thankfully, selenium is neither airborne or waterborne. So you cannot, if you're just to buy a bunch of zombies
you have to eat it.
And they're just like, like they won't, like it's not in the air, you know what I mean? And they don't contaminate water. Okay. But I will go on later where in your supplies you will need purification, like tablets for your water.
For sure.
Zombie bites are obviously the most common way to contract the virus, but you can also become infected if you have open wounds that come in contact. For example, if there was an explosion and you got like splattered with all the remains. Ugh. Literally, like just if you brush up against, like if you're like fighting a bunch of them.
So kind of like how you get an STD.
A little bit. Well, actually, I'm going to go into that. They do not know whether the virus can be passed through sexually. But as Max puts it, anyone deranged enough to try doesn't care about their own safety. No. But I can say with 100% like certainty that zombieism or the selenium virus is sexually transmitted.
I'm sure.
You're touching fluids. It's all about fluids, and you're mixing fluids.
Unless you are safe and use condoms.
But since they're brain dead and have zero brain activity, can they give consent?
No.
Also, my computer broke, so I had to write these notes like there was a zombie apocalypse, so you might hear my legal pad from time to time. So this is the timeline after you get bitten by a zombie. During hour 1, there is pain and discoloration of the infected area. Around hour 5, you get a fever ranging from 99 degrees to 103 degrees Fahrenheit, and I am so sorry to anyone who's not from America, and I did not look up the Celsius. You get chills, mild dementia, vomiting, and acute joint pain.
Yuck.
During hour 8, all of your extremities go numb, as well as the infected area. Your fever starts rising from 103 to 106 degrees Fahrenheit, and you get loss of muscular coordination. So the 11th hour, You get paralysis of the lower body, full body numbness, slowed down heart rate. So basically your body is just shutting down because of the fever. At 107 degrees Fahrenheit, the human brain will stops working. Yeah, you can like your milk can just so like hot. Your brain can just melt, man.
It's so melty.
Yeah, and but it's basically just everything just starts shutting down.
Though I do take baths that are like 103.
103.
High temperature in my bath sometimes.
I mean, I don't know, man. As long as your body temperature doesn't get up that high, I didn't care how that works. I ain't no doctor.
Same.
So hour 16, you go into a coma. So hour 20, your heart completely stops and you have 0 brain activity. Hour 23, reanimation.
Whoa.
Reanimation, baby. So, animals can also die or be infected. And a lot of movies I know, like dogs and animals are not infected, but they would be, They would be by this virus, but they do not reanimate. So say bye to your pets. There's also no vaccine for solanum because even the smallest amount of the virus in your body will cause full-on side effects.
And pretty immediately, it seems.
And, well, I mean, so I would say if, let's say you and I were to hanging out and you were to get, I actually
How about you get it?
I talk it later than. Why do I have to get bitten by the zombie? I actually talk about it. So if someone in your group becomes infected, wait until hour, maybe 14, since they go into a coma, at the 16. So say your goodbyes because after they wait until hour 20 when they die. And properly dispose of their body. According to Max, solanum can stay in the body for up to 48 hours in a dead zombie. Mm-hmm. So use extreme caution when disposing of their body. Treat the situation as you would any other toxic situation. Turn on the song Toxic by Britney Spears.
Instantly. Say, hey Alexa.
Hey Alexa, play
Britney Spears Toxic.
Which is funny, because I did that yesterday, 2 days ago.
At Maria's birthday
party. Shout out to Maria's birthday party. So, yeah, just treat it as you would any other toxic situation. And you would obviously wear protective clothing. We've all seen...
Like a hazmat suit?
Like E.T. style hazmat suit. Or you can make a makeshift one with garbage bags and... anything. Literally,
What would your shoe of choice be?
My shoe?
Mm-hmm. Because I would definitely wear my Doc Martens.
I would go hit up an REO. I would get, a good... You just need, a good tennis shoe.
I would wear a nice, hearty pair of Huff socks. And I'd bring a bunch, obviously. And I would wear, combat boots. But then I would have sneakers with me.
You should probably wear, all-terrain boots. Just wear, a hiking boot.
Yeah, I have those.
No, you should probably wear stilettos, like in Jurassic World.
Ooh.
Yeah, pull a brass Dallas Howard and wear white pumps.
Yeah, that movie's crazy.
That movie's crazy, but she honestly, good for her.
I'm gonna watch that movie tonight.
Get it, you dirty slut.
I haven't watched it in so long, sorry.
So,
back to the podcast.
Any hoozle, when it comes to destroying the body of a zombie, the best way is cremation.
Makes sense.
You want to burn that motherfucker.
What about, freezing him?
No, don't. Oh, no.
Frozen zombie.
Frozen zombies, don't freeze it. They're not... No. Because you want to burn it. Because
they can't feel the cold, so they would keep powering through it.
They'd be fine. They would just be like...
It's like that one zombie movie where they're in the snow. What's that called? There's a lot...
Yeah, it's probably called Zombieland.
I think that's a movie. Wow.
Well, zombie outbreaks are categorized in 4 classes based on location and amount of the populace infected. Class 1 is a low-level outbreak. Mm-hmm. It occurs usually in third world countries and first world rural areas. Okay. So, like Ottawa.
We're not super rural. More like...
We're rural. Well, like rural areas where
city.
there's lots of where there's just lots of open everything.
That's where it happens first. You'd think it happened in big cities first.
No. This is class 1. This is low level.
Oh, right.
The casualties of infected range from 1 to 50. So class 1 has happened, again, according to this book. This has happened, and this can be contained, and this can be stopped.
Right.
So this class level 1. Think of it as like what is it for tornadoes? It's called something.
Whoa. We should know this.
We should know this. We live in an area where there's a lot of tornadoes. It's F. It starts with an F. Because it's like F1, F2.
I think that's it. It's F.
It's something.
It's F.
It's F. Fuck it. F. So
Let us know.
It's kind of like that. We'll look it up at some point. It's cool. So class 2 happens in urban or densely populated areas, and the number of zombies range from 20 to 100. These can also be prevented. It's a little harder, obviously, because it's a little more populated. Mm-hmm. Class 3. This is a true crisis.
Right.
Up until now, the previous classes could be stopped, like I said, but Class 3 poses an actual threat by the living dead. Numbers range in the thousands, and a state of an emergency will be put into place. So, then we get to Class 4. You are now living in an undead world.
That's terrifying.
Did I just give you the goosebumps?
No, but, I'm scared.
I'm, scared. So, weapons and combat techniques.
Uh-huh.
Number 1.
This is fun stuff.
This is fun. This is
where
fun.
I would truly shine, I think.
Well, you have to think on your feet, because number 1 rule.
And as Sagittarius, we are very good at that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
High five.
Quiet high five.
Quiet high five. We basically just put our hands up to each other like the kids in fucking Return to Witch Mountain. Anyways, number 1 is obey the law. When the dead arise, you want the law to look at you as a law-abiding citizen, someone they can trust, and someone that they will leave alone. There are plenty of legal weapons that will work just fine. You don't gotta go out and get yourself a fucking Uzi. Although, not gonna lie, if it's between me, nothing, and an Uzi and a zombie, I'm going for that Uzi and just being like, brah, brah, brah.
Seriously.
So, constantly train. Learn how to use your weapon of choice. Do lots of cardio. I'm going to name the weapons, and then you tell me what would your weapon be.
Okay.
Unless you have, something, off the dome, really cool. And then you can tell me about it then.
Okay.
So, take care of your weapon, obviously. You don't want it to go to shit. You don't want, if it has metal on it, you don't want it to go rusty.
You want to sharpen it.
Yeah, you want to sharpen that shit up. So I almost said wombats. Weapons to use in close combat, and first of all, hand-to-hand combat must always be avoided.
Yeah.
At any cost.
Unless you absolutely have to.
Unless it's absolutely necessary.
And they're trying to bite you.
Yes, that's why this is obviously the worst.
Yeah.
Because you also, you're gonna get open sores from just running through trees and stuff.
Yeah, so you're gonna you're gonna be cut up. I get cut up just from a night of drinking.
Dude, I just have cuts on my hands and I don't even know where they came from.
I got a little cut on my finger today because I got my nails done. What if I got zombie through that?
You could get zombied. You could totally get you could get the Selenium virus through that hole.
Fuck.
So, anyhoozle. So you should use things like a bludgeon, such as a hammer, mallet, baseball bat, tire iron, crowbar, and basically just go to fucking town.
I would definitely want a metal baseball bat.
Out of all those, metal baseball bat, real heavy. Just go fucking crazy on their head, because the only way to kill a zombie is to destroy their brain. So baseball bat would be for Morgan. Let's see.
Or a blowtorch situation. Blowtorch their head.
This is another thing that we'll come to. There's a fire element coming up that cool. I will ask you about.
Cool.
I would definitely go crowbar just as an homage to Marv from Home Alone.
Crowbars are too small, and that because I feel like a baseball bat is far away enough that it's almost like you're not close contact.
Actually, I'd probably feel I feel like that. You're right. I think fire, I get what you mean about that. Baseball bat is, like, long.
Yeah.
Because, like, hammer would work, but, like, there's too much splashback. I feel like that could come with these.
I would way rather baseball bat it.
Yeah, baseball bats. Sisters Grimm, we endorse baseball bats.
I have one in my car.
Get your Sisters Grimm baseball bat now. So, edged weapons like axes, machetes, and swords are good because they're super good at decapitating.
True.
So, out of a wedged weapon, what would you have?
An axe.
Axe?
I feel like I personally would be able to use an axe the best.
I would do machete.
I feel like you have to have really fucking strong arms to use a machete. And I feel like an axe is like a bat, where I know how to swing. I played softball for years, so
you could
that's
do an
my thing.
axe. See, I feel like maybe, I don't know, it would depend on what angle I'm at.
But that's a lot of heavy shit I'm already carrying around, an axe and a baseball bat.
These are also, these are just weapons. You usually just pick one weapon.
Yeah.
These are just all the different weapons you can.
Right.
And if you are in a situation where you are living up,
or you have a car.
You're bunkered up, I'll get to vehicles.
If you're forced to have a car.
If you are forced to have a car, you obviously could keep... And, like, if you are in a house, or if you are, in some other sort of places, you want to have all of these weapons there, obviously.
All right.
But I think I would go for a machete, because I think they're really good. I mean, if movies have taught us anything, machetes are very good at chopping off people's heads.
Jason taught us that.
Yeah. Other good weapons are throwing knives, provided you know how to throw a knife.
Right, which I don't.
Crossbows, which are, like, I think we actually said in a previous episode that our dad made.
Yeah, I can use a crossbow.
Dad made one in high school. Blowguns and the hand bow. Blowguns, I think of the movie Jungle to Jungle.
Uh-huh.
And the hand bow, I don't. I think of Joffrey from Game of Thrones. That's what that.
No, that's a crossbow.
No, crossbow. No, I think you're right. No, you're right. Crossbow's that. Handbow is like
a regular bow,
like archery type bow.
I would pick that because I used to do archery at camp, so I'm pretty good at it.
Oh,
and again, Sagittarius.
I'm gonna start practicing throwing knives tomorrow. So
you would be a knife thrower.
I'd be a knife thrower.
Oh, yeah, I'm bow and arrows all day, baby.
Yeah, cool. You are Katniss. So, power tools make very bad weapons because they're loud, they're bulky, and you either need...
I would never want, like, a chainsaw.
No. And, they're too loud, and they will attract other zombies.
Exactly.
You don't want to do that. You need to either plug them in or have gas, and they will eventually run out of gas.
Yeah, so no go.
And you can also charge them, but obviously it's going to run out of a charge, too. Obviously, a gun is your new best friend now. However, your previously,
your feelings
on guns were, needs to go bye-bye, because personally, I think guns are very scary, but if there's a zombie apocalypse, I'm
having one.
I'm getting a missile launcher.
Yeah.
I don't even care.
Agreed.
So, when it comes... And I learned a lot about guns in this book. I did not know anything about guns whatsoever, and I'm probably still going to get most of this shit wrong.
Yeah.
They tried making it very simple, I feel
Jordan.
like. You should have asked someone
guns.
who knows more about guns.
Yeah.
I don't know a lot about guns. So, if I say something that's wrong, I apologize to all of the guns that listen to the show. So, they say that the best firearm to use is a 22 rim fire rifle because it's easy to shoot, it's lightweight,
to reload.
And it's not hard to find bullets. Like any place you go to that sells bullets,
they take the most basic.
They're going to have 22. The only downside to a 22 is that it doesn't have any stopping power, which is something I had to learn about. Do you know about stopping power?
I don't.
Stopping power means, if it has no stopping power, it means if, you were to get shot, the bullet goes all of the way through you. You, to really fuck with someone, you want the bullet to, stop in their
Really?
body. Yeah. And because zombies don't have any feeling, if the the bullets are just going through them, they don't even realize anything's happening.
Right.
Even when Robert Reagan was trying to be assassinated by John Hinckley Jr., he didn't even know that he had been shot.
Because it went through?
Because it just goes through your body. He didn't even realize.
And so it's better.
It's better if you want to live. If you want to kill the person, no.
So to have a bullet go all the way through you have a better chance of living than if it gets stuck in you.
Yeah, but also there are a lot of people who, have it's better to leave a bullet in, I know, than take it out. If there's a bullet lodged in your body, just leave it there.
That's insane.
Unless maybe it has like a microchip and is going to blow up. I don't know. The future. So we're going to take a little break. And when we get back, we'll start talking about motherfucking machine guns.
Hi.
Rat.
Holly, do you know what one of my biggest pet peeves is?
Is it when Tuesday starts eating her food loudly right as we're about to start recording the podcast every week?
Yeah, but also, you know, like when your headphones or your earbuds or whatever get all tangled up and there's a million little knots and you can't get them out?
I hate that too, which is why I've been loving our new Studio Bluetooth headphones. Even the cord they do provide if you don't feel like using Bluetooth isn't one of those skinny little cords that get tangled super duper easy. Everything about the Studio design is a sleek and unbelievably streamlined process.
Studio was inspired by the beauty and vibrance of Stockholm, Sweden, and they believe remaining true to their Scandinavian roots is what has helped get them where they are today.
Studio wants to revolutionize the way consumers see headphones and earbuds, not just as a tech device, but also as a gorgeous accessory that you'll be proud to wear out and about.
I know, I've already taken several cute photos with my headphones. Holly and I both got the Regent on-ear model, and we also both got the really cute marble interchangeable caps that they provide. And people keep coming up to me asking me where I've got them because they don't look like any other headphone really out there, like on the market right now.
No, same here. They're definitely a piece of art, and you can wear them around, and as an artist, I'm obsessed. Their minimalistic look is very cute.
Studio also has smaller earbuds like their tray design that are amazing for working out. They're sweat-proof, and they have custom wingtips so they fit very securely around your ear.
What the frick are you waiting for? Go to their website, studio.com, to get your first pair of headphones or earbuds, and if you use our promo code, The Sisters Grimm, that's with 2 M's, you'll get 15% off.
That's right, The Sisters Grimm, 2 M's for 15% off your entire order today. And we're back, and I would just like to point out that I'm currently staring at a hammer.
Oh,
that's just
yeah.
randomly sitting in your room. And it kind of made me reconsider, and I think I would actually go hammer over axe, simply because you could easily put a hammer... Oh, hey, a baseball bat.
Yeah, so I just pulled out a baseball bat, and I really feel like I could fuck a zombie up with this.
I could fuck anybody up with a baseball
adrenaline.
bat. Come at me.
This is,
but I wouldn't want wood because splintering, I'd want metal.
Yeah, you think so?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I feel like I'm holding...
I always use metal bats, so I just prefer...
Yeah, this would fuck me up. I'd get, like, little pink shards stuck in my hand.
Well, you'd want to wear gloves.
That's an aesthetic bat, but I will.
But I do think I want a hammer and a bat.
Hammer and a bat.
As much as like a fucking.
I don't know. You got to be careful.
Be
If you were covered up like Jason Bateman, where he kills Jared Leto. If you were like all covered up in a slicker and stuff.
Yeah.
Like just make sure you don't get anything on your wounds.
I'd wear a lot of ponchos.
Yeah. No, they say actually.
Ponchos?
When I get to equipment, ponchos is in there.
Ponchos? I mean, living in Chicago, you should always have a poncho.
Well, and ponchos is a big one for when you are on the go.
You can buy a poncho pretty much anywhere in Chicago, I feel like.
I feel like you could just find ponchos on the street. Ponchos just find you.
Yeah.
So anyway,
our new sponsor is ponchos.
Our new sponsor is ponchos.
Just kidding.
Ponchos Pilot. So there are machine guns. There are submachine guns. And they do not work as well because you're literally just bombarding zombies with bullets. They don't have very good range, and you could just shoot a bunch and, like, not do anything, and they don't even feel it, and then they're just, like, this huge pile of zombies that will eventually come to, unless you happen to get some of them in the head. But, like, they're still a threat because they're dead, and, you know, we learned that that's, not great. Handguns and pistols also aren't ideal unless you're really fucking good with them because they are very hard to aim, apparently. Like,
shotgun's just easier.
Well, I'll get to shotguns. Actually, I'm going to get to them right now. So, there's also rifles, semi-automatic rifles, assault rifles, and shotguns. But honestly, if I see a zombie and there's a gun next to me, I don't care which one of the 4 they are. I'm just going to start shooting. Still don't understand guns. And to be honest, I would probably die first anyways. which was a sad realization I was realizing, because, like, unless we get to, like, a CVS, like, there's medicine I gotta take. Otherwise, I'm not gonna be pleasant. You guys are just gonna want to kill me.
It would suck having to wear your glasses all the time. That's why I want to get LASIK in case a zombie apocalypse happens, because that would really suck not being able to see and always having to wear glasses.
Yeah, that would suck. It would suck a lot. I'd have to get a lot
a lot of tampons you would have to stock up on.
Yeah. I'd have to get
birth control.
I'd have to get
at that point, maybe I would stop taking birth control.
I do remember, I haven't seen very much, like I said, I'm going to watch Walking Dead, but I remember watching an episode of The Walking Dead and someone had sex, and I'm like, that's fucking disgusting. You guys shower maybe every, 4 months.
Yeah, but you try not having sex.
You got swamp pussy, fucking next level. Well,
you never know.
You never know. Maybe you like that.
Stock up
pussy.
On Summer's Eve.
Shut Feminine up. Douche. Yo, pussy, baby. So, basically just learn how to you learn how to use a gun real fast.
Learn how to gun.
Grenades aren't great because of the splatter.
I would just make my own little Molotov if I wanted to have fun. The only time I would ever use a bomb is if I was trying to have fun.
Dude, you are literally Max's soulmate. He's already married because I told you I'm coming up to fire, baby girl.
Just buy a bunch of booze and make your own.
Yeah. I'm getting there.
I played a lot of Left 4 Dead. That was the only zombie thing that I was really into, was zombie video games.
Molotov cocktails are probably my favorite weapon of choice over all of these.
I always picked them up when I would play. I really want to play Left 4 Dead.
Bye.
Wish my Xbox wasn't broken.
So, your biggest ally is fire, because zombies aren't afraid of it. They can't feel it,
but they make them hoard.
And eventually, are left as ashes, and the selenium virus dies in it.
Yeah.
It can cause more zombies to show up, but then you just motherfucking shoot them with some fire. IDK. Just make sure you keep your fires controlled.
If you can.
Good.
You know what's hard to control? A fire. Well, you know what's even harder to control? Zombies on fire.
That's true. They are just kind of running all over the place.
Yeah.
But a good way to set a zombie on fire are, like you said, Molotov cocktails, dousing. So you just pour them.
Blow torches.
You pour some sugar on them.
Some sugar on me.
They get up on the bar at Coyote Ugly. They really turn you on. Flamethrowers are good. Blow torches are good. Just make sure.
I'd bring my fucking torch with me everywhere I go.
Exactly, right? Got your torch on. Yeah.
Flambe a zombie.
Flambe a zombie.
That's a new shirt.
That's a shirt. Real
Flambe
high five.
a zombie for Harambe.
Fuck.
I'm sorry, you guys. R.I.P.
Oh my god, Harambe.
I'm sorry.
Jesus fucking Christ.
I miss Harambe.
I miss Harambe. Just make sure that the zombie has been completely reduced to unrecognizable ashes. Because you want to make sure you clean.
I think if a zombie was on fire, I would run the fuck away as fast as I could. I wouldn't, just stay to watch.
Stay and watch and be like,
But then again, there wouldn't be a lot of, television, so maybe I would just as, entertainment. It'd be like the new Real Housewives.
Well, yeah, because they probably just killed one of your comrades, so you might have some vengeance going on in your heart.
My fucking squad lit, which they would be.
I know, I'm dying before anything even happens. So, you also need to wear armor. The best being shark suits, because they can sustain bites, and they're very lightweight.
Smart.
However, they're very uncomfortable, and they're not quiet because they squeaky and rubbery as hell.
Elbow pads.
Shut up.
Knee pads.
No.
I got bad knees. I'm wearing knee pads.
Morgan, these are things to keep you from being bitten, not things to keep you from falling over when you're rollerblading.
I'm not trying to hurt my knees. If there's a zombie apocalypse, then I'm out if I can't run.
Shut the fuck up.
My knees.
Shut up. I can't even handle you right now. So armor that doesn't work is chainmail because duh. Medieval metal plated armor because also duh. Helmets because that's just your head, and bulletproof vests because that's just your chest.
Cool.
Kevlar covers also work. If you cover up your whole damn body. Mm-hmm. So you were talking about you had your outfit picked out.
Yeah,
what would
be? Hear about it?
I want to hear about your outfit. and I will tell you, I'm just letting you know that I'm going to be criticizing you because there's rules.
Okay.
There's a dress code
so,
for a zombie
first of
apocalypse.
all, if I'm here in Chicago,
If you're here in Chicago, okay.
and one happens, which would be terrifying because Chicago and New York are probably the 2 worst cities to be in if there's a zombie apocalypse.
Like I said, if it's class 2, you can be okay. If it's class 4, we're all fucked. According to Master
there's just so many people living on top of each other. But I would definitely wear my combat boots, but I would keep sneakers on me for just like, the long haul.
Okay.
And also I'd be like constantly robbing Targets for new shoes.
Okay. So wait,
Or,
are
like,
you
Finish
moving? Are you
Line.
moving from the bottom up, outfit wise?
Sure. Yeah, let's start shoes.
Okay.
So my toenails would always be painted.
Shut the fuck up, Morgan.
Just kidding.
If
Okay.
you go
Really nice thick socks, hiking boots, maybe over my combat boots. So hiking boots and like I'd keep tennies.
If we are together during a zombie apocalypse and we are at a Target and we are gathering supplies and you are standing next to the OPIs, I'm gonna punch you in the fucking face.
I would be. Oh
Anywho, so pants. What kind of pants are you wearing?
I would be wearing. I'm wearing Central Park after
you
dark OPI color.
Morgan would
sorry.
just paint her legs with OPI.
I'm sorry.
Fuck
Okay,
you.
so I'm clearly gonna be wearing like big granny panties all the time because who gives a fuck anymore about cute stuff?
I mean,
we all like big granny
What's
panties.
going underneath ain't that big of a deal. What's
It
going
is
over
to me.
But okay, I get that. Yeah, no.
And then I'd be wearing some really comfortable type of legging, and I would definitely have ones that are like furry and like cozy.
Okay. So far, I'm loving. What about your top?
My top, like a casual,
just
sweater.
like a
I mean, I
sweater.
would just have like t-shirts. I would have some tank tops, but like I would never just wear a tank top. I don't know. I'd have like a North Face.
Okay. What
And
about
then,
how
like-
would you wear your hair?
Oh, fucking bun it up all the time.
Okay, so you were doing really good at your feet. Definitely got to go combat boots, lots of pairs of socks. Don't want to get gangrene, you
Big
guys.
undies.
So, big undies is fine as long as you're wearing very tight pants.
Yeah, like leggings.
You need to be wearing a very tight tank top.
Why?
Because you want to wear very tight clothes, because if you're wearing anything baggy, it makes it you much easier to
catch.
grab hold on of.
Okay,
I'm sorry, Morgan, but we're going to have to cut all of your hair off.
that's fine.
It'll keep you alive, bitch.
Yeah, I couldn't have my hair this long.
No, you couldn't have, and because you can't
That's
wear
okay.
a ponytail.
I feel like I could pull off like when Rose McGowan shaved her head.
I do too. I'll get rid of my signature bun if it means I'm going to stay alive.
Yeah, I don't care. I'll be bald.
Or, I mean, honestly, you could literally, no, you don't want to have any
As long
hair.
as I can still wear, like, I don't know, mascara.
You can wear like a hat, bring hats back. Start wearing
Bringing
buckets
hats
hat.
back. No, I would just shave my head, yeah. Or I would wear my hair short,
Just wear it short and casual. Totally cool. So, now we're
Yeah, I
going...
didn't even think about hair.
Yeah.
I didn't
You
even
don't think about that.
And unfortunately, I'd
don't
probably
think
be
about
wearing
that
my
shit.
glasses.
Yeah.
And
Unfortunately,
that
me
sucks,
too.
because if you break your glasses, you're fucked.
You are really fucked.
I know, we need to get LASIK.
That honestly doesn't, I don't think that comes up in the book. I mean, they talk about medical supplies. I didn't go in soups deets.
Yeah.
Also, I am giving like a very general overview of this. This book has so much more in it that I can't even get to. You saw how I went with the guns. So, this is like how to protect your home depending on what kind of living domicile you live in.
Okay.
So this is what you do for apartments.
What did you do for my apartment? Your apartment's seriously safe.
So, so my apartment is very good because you have to have a fob to get into the elevator. So as soon as you turn the elevator off,
Yeah, but the stairs
you're good.
you can go up.
The stairs are fucked up because also when you're in a situation where there are stairs, you need to be able to break them down. Those things are made of fucking concrete.
Break down the stairs?
You need to break. You need
and
to
turn them into a slide?
I mean, well,
Why?
You could make them into a slide because zombies can't climb. Also, a thing in movies and other fiction, zombies that go really, really fast, zombies that can climb up walls, zombies that have telekinetic powers or any sort of other type of thing. You don't get those unless you were able to do things telekinetically before you turned into a zombie, you're not going to be able to do that thing as a zombie. If you could climb a wall as a normal human being, then you'd be able to climb a wall as a zombie. Mm-hmm. So yeah, they can't
Interesting.
climb things. They can't do things that normal
Do you
people.
think Netflix would still be a thing?
Well, no. I think the whole grid's going out, Morgan.
Fuck.
I'll get to that actually. So with your apartment, you're
Fucked.
you're kind of fucked. No, you're not fucked because you have stairs that would be very easy to tear down because they're all made of wood. You guys have 2 bathtubs, which is very good because the first thing
Storing
you need
water.
to do is you need to fill up every receptacle you possibly can with water. So like if you're in a apartment having bathtubs, but my apartment sucks because we don't have bathtubs. We have like crazy ass weird.
And your kitchen sink's not even very big.
No,
my kitchen sink's
I'm
big
fucked.
too.
I've already decided that I'm going to make the risk of going home to mom and dad because I have to be with mom and dad. I have to make sure they're okay. I have to make sure mom and dad are okay.
Yeah, I don't think.
And
they
honestly,
would do
mom and dad live in a safer place for a zombie attack.
Yeah,
but it is very good to live in an apartment building because an apartment building has the advantage of having a large population of tenants, which increases the chances of having skilled experts such as carpenters, electricians, paramedics, army reservists, doctors, nurses, people with other skills. Yeah. And
wow, that's really cool.
You share food, you kind of become your own, you start a reality TV show
called Zombie Life. In Chicago.
Zombie Life in
Zombie
Chicago.
Life near the Red Line.
So, what you need to do, things you gotta have, so these are the supplies you need to keep with you if you are in either, like, your home or, like, your home. Like, I live in an apartment. This is my home.
Yeah.
My house, my parents' house, that's my home. So, you need to have at least one kind of rifle. You need to have, like, if you're gonna have a gun, you need to have a silencer, obviously. You need... Like, if you have a rifle, you need telescopic sight, you need night vision scopes. They say it's really good to have a katana sword and a hatchet. But again, these apply to single individuals. Other things you need is water, obviously.
Yeah, canned food.
Yeah, you need a cistern for collecting water, by rainwater,
if
there's any way that you possibly can. Iodine or other purification tablets that will, because one of the main
and probably
ways
one
you
of
die,
those straws.
Oh yeah,
they make
those
now?
straws that they make now that they need to give to every single person who lives in a country where there is not drinkable water. It makes me mad when I see people. Well, no, I won't get into it. So anyway, you need to have a lot of canned food because 2 or 3 cans a day, for 4 people, I think. Electronic stoves, an advanced medical kit, several different types of generators, whether it be gas or electric, gasoline, batteries, flashlights, toolkits, lime or bleaching powder, because you're going to have to build yourself a latrine because water's going to be going out and you can't be using your pooper.
Nope.
Because it's going to smell bad, so you're going to have to find a poop corner.
Cool.
And then you got to bleach that shit or lye that shit up so you don't smell anything. You know how...
Wonderful.
Yeah. Lime. You know how H.H.
Never thought of that.
Yeah, you know how H.H. Holmes had a lime pit? That was to cover up all of his dead old bodies that were in the basement. They also say you need to have a telescope. You need to have...
That's fair.
Yeah, emergency flares. Also really good. Fire extinguishers and earplugs. Earplugs, it's kind of a fucky thing. It's kind of a shitty thing. You need to have earplugs because apparently listening to the moans of the living dead can sometimes really fuck with you, especially at nighttime when you're trying to sleep.
No shit.
Yeah, it'll start really fucking you up. Real bad. So you need your earbuds. So,
that's terrifying.
Yeah, strategies for a 2-story home. Like I said, run upstairs, start filling your bathtub. Water and thirst is going to become your greatest enemy.
Find Mom and all Dad of your would be screwed.
No,
their stairs are concrete.
Mom and Dad's stairs aren't to their house. Mom and Dad have great stairs that they can just tear down. The back stairs and the front stairs are perfect. We don't need to be giving blueprints to our listeners.
No, I'm just saying their stairs are concrete.
No, to the, like, walking up to their home, yeah, but, like...
You would never be able to go downstairs again.
No, you can if you have a ladder, and you bring it up with you.
Oh, I
because
see.
they can't climb, remember? So, you bring everything upstairs that you can, and you, like, stockpile, like, as much as you can, and you fucking demolish the staircase. It guarantees safety, like, because I said, you know, they can't climb. You have a ladder. You try to stay out of a sight. If you do listen to a radio, do it at very minimum volume. Don't go by any of the windows. Make it seem like your house is abandoned. Don't use your phone. All lines are going to be tied up, and one more call only contributes to clogging the system. And you need to start planning, you know, an escape route. That needs to be in your future.
Ooh, honey, that's scary.
For any of these. So, strategies for a single home. I am super sorry if you do not have an attic. Because if you don't live in a 2-story home, the attic will be a less comfortable but equally secure substitute. But not every house comes with an attic. Sometimes you have a crawl space. Sometimes you're fucked. They say never use a basement. It's a bad idea.
That makes sense.
Yeah, if you
You
find
don't wanna
yourself...
be low. It's kind of like, do you want to live in a garden apartment? No.
Honestly, they say if you find yourself in a 1-story home with no attic, grab whatever you can, whatever weapons, and climb up onto your fucking roof. You just gotta live on your roof now. You live on your roof now. If you live in a 1-story home, you live on your roof now. So these are bad places that, like, people kind of go to in horror or in zombie movies.
So Nana and Granddad's old house would have been bad.
Nana and Granddad's house would have been bad.
So good.
So bad. So these are public places that you should not go to. Office buildings, schools, hospitals. You'd think hospitals would be a very good place to go to.
They're the worst places to go to in fucking Left 4 Dead.
Yeah, because there's dead zones everywhere.
Yeah.
And they're just going to be reanimating like motherfuckers. So police stations are also bad. Also not so great are retail stores, supermarkets. You'd think all these places are good. Yeah, shopping malls, churches. Sorry for all of you churchgoers out there, but the window...
That's where a lot of people
You know what windows have lots of? Stained glass windows. You know what
windows have lots of? Churches. Is that what you were almost just going to say?
Wait, what did I say?
You know what windows have a lot of?
Stained glass? Oh, I'm dumb.
You know
We're not going to take that out. You said the right... You know what churches have a lot of? Stained glass windows.
Yeah.
You know what's impervious to a zombie? A window.
Yeah.
Warehouses, given their lack of windows, easily secured entrances, and generally spacious layouts, warehouse can ideally be for an extended period of time, but also not 100% what you want.
Right.
So also banks, cemeteries, also not greatest. So what you want is a fortress hideout.
Cool.
You want the fortress, especially if it is a class 3. All of these other ones, they're good for like class 1 and class 2. You also want to build like a high fence if you possibly can. Like maybe a secondary fence, honestly. I don't know, a moat.
Yeah.
Actually, a moat doesn't work because they can go through water. It's really creepy. There's some of these accounts where like they just find dead people walking out of water, like coming out like out of beaches. Like storming the beaches of Normandy, but like no boats.
Right.
It's terrifying. So prisons are actually, or military complexes are very good places to go. Which, going back to Breaking Dead, I know that there's a season where they spend a lot of time in a
Dead.
And when I say Breaking Dead, I mean The Walking Dead. The Breaking Dead.
Breaking Dead.
I'm sorry. Sorry.
My God.
Chris Hardwick had afterward TV shows of both of those shows, and I mix them together. You know how I am with spoonerisms, Morgan. Also, offshore rigs are really good, and there's a lot of them out here. Like I said, I'm going home to mom and dad. But oil rigs are also really good at self-containment.
Yeah.
They be good. So, if you are on the run, the equipment you need to bring with you is a backpack, like Morgan said before, hiking boots. You want to make sure they're broken in, sister, because you don't want to get any motherfucking calluses.
Oh, no.
You don't want to get blisters. At least 2 pairs of socks. This is if you're on the run.
At least I would have fucking 6.
Yeah. Water bottles, purification tablets.
Yeah.
Wind and waterproof matches. a map, a compass, small flashlights,
lighter.
Like you said earlier, you gotta be poncho ready, bitch.
Yeah, bring your fucking ponchos.
A bedroll or a sleeping bag. Bedroll or sleeping bag. Don't bring both. Both will be too cumbersome.
Mm-hmm.
Sunglasses. Palm-sized first aid kit.
Rope.
Swiss Army knife. Yeah, rope is on here. Swiss Army knife or multi-tool. Handheld radio with earpiece, knife, binoculars, firearm.
Studio headphones.
A copy of High School Musical 2. Betamax beta player. 25... like I said, a firearm if you have one, and at least 25 rounds. A hand weapon, and signal flares. So now we're getting to vehicles. What do you think? What would your vehicle be, Morgan? What would your go-to vehicle be? What do you think is a good vehicle?
Well, I think my only option would probably be my Jeep.
No. If we're at class 3 and class 4,
like I can
so at
steal
class
whatever
3,
I fucking want.
So what you want to do? Well, okay. So you want to be very careful. At class 3, when things start going really bad, is when you're going to get your looters and your people that are just going to start being like, oh, there's no law anymore. Yeah. There's anarchy. You want for all that to kind of die down. You want, sadly,
you want to stay in your own place for a while.
You want those people to
weed themselves out.
Yeah. You want to let natural selection kind of take its course. You just want to chill for as long as you possibly can. But if you are on the move, you'll have your pick. You will have your pick because there will be a lot of people that have just been taken from their vehicles or have fled. And so you'll kind of have your pick of the litter. Also, they never mentioned this, but they may, but I just didn't read it. But you're probably going to want to know how to hotwire something.
Yeah, I think I could figure that out. I'm thinking like a Prius. I don't know. They have really good gas mileage.
Fuck you. That was a glowing recommendation for Toyota. Fuck off. That's actually, that would be honestly really good because they're quiet. Mm-hmm. And it's all about that quiet. So, honestly, I'm just gonna say
I would, pimp it out. I would fucking Exhibit style pimp out.
I was just gonna say, are you gonna go see Exhibit first? So sedans, SUV, I almost said SUVs. Also watch a couple episodes of Law & Order SUV before this ever even happens. Because you're not gonna, SVU, because it's not gonna happen again. Trucks also aren't that great. Buses aren't great. Armored cars are only good if you want to, maybe take a breather for a couple days. Because they are very heavily defensed, and they're not going to get in. Yeah, you don't want that to be your primary mode of transportation.
Yeah. So
the best things are motorbikes, motorcycles, even literally just like a bike. Because zombies can't run. People think that zombies can run super duper fast. Zombies are slow as hell because they have no
brain function.
They have no brain functions. Plus, unless you were, I don't know.
But like you said, if a zombie can run up a house, why couldn't someone who is a jogger run?
Well, okay, you can run just as fast. Or okay, if the zombie can go faster on, a zombie's not going to know how to ride a bike anymore. If a zombie can run. But zombies can't run because they lose all sense of it, and you need to have your senses to run. Okay. I'm just saying, so you want a motorcycle or a motorbike because if you don't have enough gas, they have tires wherein you can just push them, and they're lightweight, and they don't need a lot. You don't need a lot of gas, and you can go up through terrain that is inaccessible to a larger car.
I would get one of them fold-up bikes.
I'd get a really cute turquoise Vespa, Tiffany blue.
I wouldn't care about the fucking color.
Yeah, me neither. They also said a really good transportation is a horse. Just like a regular horse. You just need to learn how to ride a horse.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did you say something about a horse?
Yeah, you know what? Just become your best friends with a horse.
A horse. What if your horse is a zombie?
No, animals aren't affected by it other than
it'll just die.
It just dies.
But then you make a new friend and it might die.
Yeah, but then if it's chilly out, you just cut it open and climb into it like it's a tauntaun from Empire Strikes Back, and you're warm. You're like, and I thought they smelled bad.
You're Leonardo DiCaprio.
On the outside. What?
Leonardo DiCaprio climbed inside of an animal to, like, get ready for The Revenant. That's why he won his Oscar finally. Yeah.
He had to climb inside of a dead animal to win his Oscar. That poor boy. A very important thing to realize during a zombie apocalypse is all of the downtime you are now going to have on your hands.
Get a thing of playing cards. Solitaire is always fun, even by yourself.
The biggest things you are going to want are books and board games. Yeah. Because you don't want handheld electronics, because you do not want anything that is going to, cause any sort of sound, because zombies will hear you.
Yeah.
And so, with that, I have, thousands of books.
Yeah, you're good. Well, you can't bring all of these with you.
I can bring all of these with me.
You would want to bring, the Harry Potters. You want to bring ones that are important.
No, this is if it's just me here myself. I have, there's this really cool app.
Oh, yeah, I'm never bored when I'm at your house.
No, I did an app, and, it's really cool because you can just scan the ISBN code on the back. Mm-hmm. And so I have, over 400 books already.
Your apartment is basically a library.
Yeah, so I'll have a lot of books, and you play you play board games because, you can have paranoia and delusion and just hopelessness, and you just don't want to get sad, and just, make friends. You don't want to do this on your own. You don't want to survive a zombie apocalypse on your own.
I wouldn't want to be with you if it happened.
Fuck you, I was just gonna say, I would take so good care of my little sister, but she fucking off. But she can go fuck herself, because she doesn't want to be with
Holly.
me.
You know I'd want to hang out.
Whatever,
I would need some time away from you.
It's cool, we can still have our alone time. I'm going to Mom and Dad's. I don't know why we got
come visit
Southern
every
accents.
once in a while.
Shut up, you can't just go visit people during a fucking zombie apocalypse.
Like, hey guys, I've been in Oklahoma. It's crazy over there.
I've been in Oklahoma. It's been crazy.
Hey guys,
you can also go on
I was just in Miami.
You can go on mission trips, but know that they're very risky, and you're doing them at your own demise. And then that's when you bring all your
accoutrement.
Your accoutrement for going on long trips. So, like I said, brief example of what you're supposed to do during a zombie apocalypse. Honestly, I cannot stress more that people need to read the Zombie Survival Guide, because this dude is 1,000% everything. He thinks this is true, and this is the man who also wrote World War Z,
right?
And
which was turned into a movie.
Which was turned into a movie, but the book and the movie are absolutely nothing alike.
They just stole the name.
They just stole the name. They literally stole the name. World War Z has no central characters because, in Max's words, why would I create a character for people to start liking just to kill them?
Right.
And he said that if they reprinted his book with Brad Pitt's face on the cover, that he had no problem boycotting his own book. He's like, he shouldn't be on the cover because his character's not even in my story.
Yeah, that's
and
weird.
They're literally scaling walls in World War Z.
That's so stupid.
It's so stupid. And he's like, I have no problem boycotting my own book. He's like, I don't even fucking care.
Yeah.
And so his main thing, obviously, is wanting to be... he cares he's always constantly worried about his wife and his children. And he's always, looking at his phone. Like I said, he has horrible, horrible anxiety. And so he has created what is called the Barbell. And it is named by for its shape. And it's a zombie-proof home. The house is protected by rounded walls, which utilize the concept of an arch. And no matter how much pressure zombies apply to the walls, they can't get in. There's a rooftop garden for food.
Cool.
Potatoes are the most sustainable. If you've ever seen that Martian movie, that's what, what's his face? I always get,
cans of beans.
Yeah, cans of beans are good. No, what is his name? Matt Damon. He, always grows potatoes. But the Barbell, unfortunately, does not exist anywhere except on Brooks's computer, because he designed it using home renovation software. Mm-hmm. But you know what? I am going to say, Property Brothers, 100% get you that Barbell, baby.
Yep, they can make it.
Drew will buy you that. Drew will be your realtor, and he'll be like, come on, man, let's go see what we can get this guy to say. And you'll get it good. And then Jonathan will give you the most open concept barbell of your life.
Good barbell. And so that's been it.
That is our zombie.
That's been zombies, you guys.
We hope that
we've helped you.
We hope we helped you.
And by we, I mean Holly.
Well, It was a group effort, and Morgan was the person. Morgan was like the listener. Morgan is you. Morgan was you guys.
I identify as the viewer.
Morgan was our audience, and she was like the person like who would be thinking these things, like how you guys might be thinking them. Like, oh, maybe I would. I'm
listening along with you.
Yeah, maybe I would wear a big old T-shirt and.
Oh, maybe I would wear a big-ass T-shirt that says bitch on it.
And then you find out, oh, I should not wear a big-ass shirt that says bitch on it.
Yeah, so that's been this episode.
That's been the Sisters Grimm podcast. Like zombies, Morgan and I are both, like, hella tired and, like, walking around like monsters.
Before I came here.
Cool brag. Actual cool brag.
I don't know how I'm still going.
Me neither. I don't know how you are, too. I have to wake up early because I have to look nice at work. So this has been the Sisters Grimm podcast. You will know how to find us when you put up our logo in the sky. Commissioner Gordon will be there. Thank you, Gary Oldman. Good night.